Have you ever bought your dog an expensive, plush memory foam bed, only for them to spend 10 minutes trying to dig a hole straight through it before they actually lie down? You come home after a long, exhausting day at the office, ready to just collapse into your own sheets, and you look over to see your dog violently scratching, circling, and destroying the very comfort you paid for. It looks completely ridiculous and honestly a little frustrating. But according to evolutionary canine behaviorists, your dog isn't trying to ruin their bed, nor are they throwing a tantrum. They are actually executing a flawless, deeply hardwired survival routine that dates back thousands of years before human living rooms ever existed. Most owners assume their dog does this simply because the bed isn't comfortable enough, but science tells us it has absolutely nothing to do with luxury. It is a psychological compulsion driven by the phantom memories of their wild ancestors. Think about what it takes to survive a night in the wilderness. To understand this, we have to look at the first core reason for this behavior: temperature regulation. In the wild, wolves and undomesticated dogs don't have climate control or central heating. Digging into the earth allowed them to scrape away the top layer of dirt, which was either too hot from the sun or freezing from the night air. By digging a shallow trench, they uncovered a regulated temperature layer beneath the surface to shield themselves from extreme weather. If we don't understand these instinctual drives, we run the risk of misinterpreting our dogs entirely. When owners mistake this survival habit for destructive behavior, they often yell at their dogs or physically stop them from nesting. This creates immense psychological tension for the animal. Imagine your brain screaming at you to lock your front door for safety, but someone keeps swatting your hand away every time you reach for the deadbolt. That is exactly what a dog feels when they are scolded for preparing their sleeping space. Let's look at a typical evening for a busy office worker. You finally sit down on the couch to unwind, and your dog starts frantically scratching at the rug or their bed, turning in tight circles like a malfunctioning robot. To you, it looks like a meaningless, chaotic habit. But in your dog's mind, they are performing a critical safety check. Turning in circles allows them to scan the entire horizon for predators one last time before lowering their guard. Interestingly, there is a hidden physiological mechanism at play here too. Dogs have scent glands located directly on the pads of their paws. Every single scratch into that plush fabric isn't just an attempt to move material. It is a chemical broadcast. They are literally stamping their unique scent signature into the bed, claiming it as a secure, personal territory where no external threats are allowed. This brings us to the ultimate reason for the nightly digging ritual: structural safety. In the wild, long grass, jagged rocks, and hidden briars pose a genuine physical threat. Digging and circling was the ancestral way of clearing out debris, flattening tall brush, and driving away hidden pests like snakes or scorpions before laying down. Even though the only thing hiding in their modern bed might be a stray tennis ball, the psychological urge to clear the area remains completely intact. The biggest mistake well-meaning dog owners make is trying to replace the bed with a tougher, chew-proof material or punishing the behavior altogether. This doesn't stop the urge, it just increases their anxiety. If you try to force them to stop, you are actively dismantling their sense of security, which can lead to nocturnal restlessness and a deep fracture in their trust with you. Instead, realization changes everything. Once you realize this is a mandatory safety checklist for their brain, the solution becomes incredibly simple. You need to give them a healthy outlet to complete their routine. The best way to handle this is by introducing a simple sacrificial layer to their sleeping space. Take an old, durable blanket or a couple of towels and loosely bunch them up right on top of their main bed. This single adjustment satisfies their evolutionary need to physically manipulate their environment. They can dig, scratch, and mold the loose blankets into a perfect nest without destroying the expensive bed underneath. It allows them to feel like a wild, successful protector, while allowing you to finally relax. The ultimate truth is that our dogs live in a human world, but they still carry the souls of ancient survivors. When your dog digs into their bed tonight, they aren't being bad, and they aren't being silly. They are simply trusting their internal compass to keep them safe, just as their ancestors did for millennia. By allowing them that 5-minute ritual, you aren't just giving them a place to sleep, you are giving them the peace of mind they need to truly rest. But while bedtime rituals are driven by survival, what about the strange things your dog does the exact moment they wake up? If you want to understand the secret meaning behind your dog's morning behavior, click on the next video appearing on your screen right now.